Hello, welcome to my second video of my tinnitus and spiritual voyage. Um, I wasn't going to make any more videos, but I decided I think it's important for my therapy and for other people who are suffering from the tinnitus experience as well, that we can all kind of support each other. It's like we live in our own little world of constant ringing, and we are the only ones that seem to understand each other. There's two particular people on YouTube that have really inspired me, and one of them, his name is Cray. I believe he's from Australia, and Adrian Dickinson, who is, I believe, from the UK. I've watched their videos, and they have inspired me to look at my tinnitus more of a mind thing rather than a physical. I know that they stress the importance that people and society will say negative things. They would say things like it's in your head, or you created it, or you are imagining these things. And the truth is that tinnitus sufferers are not and recovers. There's two differences. One, people who are in recovery, people who work on their tinnitus, and then there's people who suffer, people who accept the truths of doctors and people who don't understand our tinnitus. And I feel like the people who only understand are the people who actually go through it, and I'm one of those people. It has been a total of 31 days now I've had this constant ringing, and fortunately I have a background in mindful meditation and also Tibetan Buddhism, and I'm also Navajo, which is born Navajo into the Navajo culture. So that has provided me a really good firm foundation to learning how to be more mindful. And I've been practicing my mindful meditation for nearly 8 to 9 consecutive years. And I left I left my mindful meditation, and I pursued a career in opening a business and of hairstyling, and that has taken up a lot of my time and not really given me enough time to practice my meditation. When I initially got my initial ringing, the first week I thought it was going to go away, because we all sort of experience a certain temporary form of ringing. I think every human being has gone through that. But then when the ringing doesn't go away, and what happened with me is I claimed the ringing, and the ringing got louder after I claimed it, and I shared it with a friend of mine that I believe I have this constant ringing that seems to not go away. And once I did claim it, it seemed to fully completely take over. Sorry about that. I had to take a little break. But like I said, once I claimed it, it seemed to fully take over my mind, and the ringing got louder, and then it went on, and it wouldn't stop 24 hours a day. And I'd been, as you know, my prior videos, that I've been to the emergency rooms at the doctors, and I've had doctors tell me that to use sound therapy. Also, they prescribed me drugs, and they also said to me that it'll eventually go away. And I've even had some very hurtful comments from others tell me that that I need to remain positive, which is very true. I do need to remain positive, but there's more to it than just remaining positive. Um, and more so, we need to remain neutral in our thinking when it comes to dealing with our tinnitus. Remaining positive is a carnal way of accepting that there's going to be an inevitable negative, which is true. But once we recognize that, and we can eliminate the negative and the positive and stay within a balance of the two, and not accept our conditions or our situations or our mindset as negative or positive, but it is just a neutral way of being. And once we can learn that and we can accept that in our minds, we can deal with not only our tinnitus, but many other situations in our lives more holistically, practically, sensibly, and more compassionately to ourselves. Which is the most important, is we need to remain compassionate to ourselves. And I cannot confirm where tinnitus begins or how it starts. Obviously, I've been a practitioner of meditation for many, many years, and I thought I relatively had a peaceful existence in a life, but then it affected me, and all of a sudden I got tinnitus, boink, out of nowhere. But it can happen to anybody, and but when it does, it I've it does get to me sometimes where it has made me cry, and I just got out of a cry just now, and you wonder why it has to happen to us, and how can it happen to us? And we ask all these questions, and we continue to run in circles like chasing, like a dog chasing its tail, trying to find answers. And it just makes us more frustrated with ourselves and frustrated with everything else. And then what it does, it begins to affect our lives. What I'm learning, and I'm in the dead brink of it right now, is that it's very important to remain neutral. I'm learning that meditation is really helping me manage my tinnitus. Yesterday, I actually had some progress. I had a very quiet day all day. The ringing was there, but it was very, very minimal and low, and it was a very livable level. I took that day basically, the rest, I took the day off of work. I left work around 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and then I just enjoyed my peace in my home, with no white noise and no fans, and I just enjoyed a good meal to myself and enjoyed that moment. When I woke up this morning, it was another story. I woke up around 1 a.m. and I heard a ringing that woke me up, and then I immediately got up, and I was telling my mind that it wasn't there, but it actually really was. And I went downstairs, and I took some water, and I went back upstairs, and I went back to sleep. And then when I woke up, the ringing was still there. When I was trying to put myself back to sleep, in my mind, I was telling myself that the ringing is only temporary. It's really hard to tell yourself that when the ringing is right there in your ear, but it's also really important to tell yourself that the ringing will subside eventually, with not trying to forget it. Avoiding it and forgetting it and pretending it doesn't exist, well, only made it worse. Recognizing it's there, accepting it's there, not tolerating it, but accepting that it's there, will help you get through the ringing. And one thing that's really important during your recovery, once you decide you want to go on a recovery, is to know that, and to have a faith, to have a belief that you are going to get better. That is the most important thing, is to not lose that faith and that belief in yourself. That is really the most important thing, because tinnitus is a very self voyage. It's a personal voyage, and we all experience our own levels of ringing on our own level. Everyone's ringing is different. Our ringing, no ringing is the same, but the ringing is there. So that's what we have in common. And like I said before, we cannot give up hope. We cannot give up our faith in ourselves, and in our whatever our spiritual background is, whatever our spiritual faith is. It's important that we tap into that now. And whether it's meditation, whether it's prayer, whether it's talking out loud to yourself, those things are important to help in our recovery and to get better. There are times where we're going to fall and we're going to have some bad moments, like I had this morning. And yesterday was actually a really good day. And today was another bad day. It happened. But once we start getting grips to giving up our control to try to control, and we let control go, and we just allow it to occur, and we learn to accept that and not to try to control it, it actually becomes a lot easier. Our mind, and I get our soul. Don't like to use the word soul, but because there's such controversy in it. But at the same time, tinnitus is kind of like a spirit, like a soul, because it's something that we know is there because we can hear it and it affects us. But at the same time, medically and scientifically, it cannot be confirmed that it really exists. Only in the mind of the people that suffer know that it's there. And heaven forbid anyone gets it. But for those of us who do have it, I'm kind of seeing it as more of a fortunate blessing, because it gives us an opportunity to explore ourselves and to reach out to one another and help each other. And in the future, perhaps we can help other people go through this, and to know that they're not alone, that we are that we're kind of like angels, helping other sufferers with this horrendous condition, that I know one day it'll subside. It will go away. I have belief and faith in that. And I don't know why I got it. I can't explain it. I don't know why you got it. I don't know why people get it. But what I do feel in my heart and in my mind is that perhaps we got it to help one another, to reach out to each other, to know that we're all human and we feel the same feelings and sensations, no matter what color or creed or religion or background or country we're from. We all have one thing in common, is the human spirit and the human feelings of every emotion that we have together. So I'm going to continue to make these videos, and as you know, I shaved my head, I cut my hair, and compared to my last video, and but I did that, and some people may ask why I did it, and I did it as a form of symbolism of renewal, and I wanted to renew myself and to symbolically renew myself in my faith and in my meditation practice and in my devotions, to make my devotions pure and to know my intentions are incredibly noble, that I am sincere in my efforts in trying to get myself better, and in hopes that the videos can help other people, as Craze and um, um, Adrian's videos have helped me. I believe his other name is Julian, the psychotherapist, I believe. They've also helped me. Those are the three main ones. Mainly Cray is the one who really did help me. He's the one that started me to have my faith again. And on that note, I just wanted to share that little time with you, and in hopes that maybe my videos will bring other people hope and comfort about their condition as well. If you have any questions, please just don't hesitate to leave a comment, or even send me a message. I'll do the best I can to respond. And remember to always have faith in yourself and not to give into negative energy in people. That's one of the worst things you can do for your condition. On that note, thank you very much for taking the time to hear this video. I know it kind of went long, but a lot of points were important for me to make before I continue to go forward on my next videos. So please have a good day and be well, and most importantly, take care of yourself. Thank you.